have specialist Mr. Chen. He's from Land Rights Section of Department of Land Administration of Ministry of Interior. Yeah? Mr. Chen. Yeah, Mr. Chen. They can call you Chen. Yeah, okay. So, this exhibition hall, it began back in 1951. So it's a very aged building. It used to be a warehouse of Taiwan land office. So today we're here, it's been renovated like back in 1951. So all the exhibits are quite dated, but it preserves a very important information of Taiwan land report history. Yeah. Okay. So today's visit, we're trying to answer an important question like this. So if a farmer, imagine if a farmer work hard, but that person do not own land and pay very high rent and may lose their lease at any time. What do you think about it? Good? Terrible. Yeah. So today's exhibition, throughout the measurements, policies that we implemented, we hope that we can help these farmers. They could invest, have confidence, and have actual financial assets to invest in the land and improve production. Yeah, that's the questions that we're gonna answer today. So remember, in the starting of the opening ceremony, to be modernized, like the train, the railway on the west side of the land, that was built. The base was built by Japanese people. That's why we really appreciate what they've done. So also at that time, Taiwan developed relatively complete cadastral and land registration records. And these records are very important base for the land reform. Yeah. Okay. So, but having clear records doesn't mean that it will be socially fair. Not necessarily. Yeah, the record does not get land from the landlords. So you can tell these landlords in the later time, they will grow bigger and bigger, wealthier and wealthier. So that's a huge issue. And these land policy that Taiwan implemented is help to solve this problem. So many farmers at that time, they had labor, but they had no land. Whereas in 1949, when Japanese rule finished and Republic of China, Taiwan government now has sovereignty over. And also there is a serious issue in mainland China. In 1949, it's also a very important time, which is the Chinese Civil War, the end. A radical land reform to mobilize peasants. So they have KMT, Kuomintang, Chiang Kai-shek, they have a strong political pressure. They also have to start to try to stabilize the situation, to stabilize society, trying to win farmer support and trying to prevent railroad discount. Implemented is back in 1949. Back in 1949, we implemented the 37.5% farmland rent reduction program to the tenant farmer who actually cultivating it. But if you are landlord, would you be happy about it? No, very upset. So the government, they would create compensation to direct results of the land reform. Yeah. So the direct result is that the tenant farmer, they're able to become the owner cultivators, as I've mentioned, and the tenancy relations decline, and the farmer's income and social status all improved. Yeah. So with more secure land rights, the farmers, they were more willing to invest in labor, improve farmland, and increase production. So you can see it's a general progress of the society. Yeah. So now many families back then, they for the farmers, the situation changed. It's like it used to be that I do not know whether I can live here tomorrow. The situation changed to this is my home, this is my land. So I'm willing to fix the roof, plant trees, and invest in the future. Yeah, that's how the policies help solve the issues. The super table. Yeah. So first, the higher agricultural production provided food and helped stabilize prices. Second, a higher farm income created domestic demand. Yeah. So third, the surplus rural labor gradually they argues that the land itself does not created by individuals. The increases in land value often comes from social development, public infrastructure, population concentration, and market activity. It's not individuals' effort. So therefore, the author that is important. Yeah. So when land ownership is transferred and the land value has increased, the government levies a land value increment tax to recover part of the
discuss at the time of the presentation. My presentation is talking about land ownership, number one. So if you can see,
seems all very perfect there, you know. I'm near enough going to Oman. Are there any contradictions, any conflicts, any problems?
I explained that issue, which happened after the right for the women to
Yeah. But still, on land issue specifically, I couldn't find that. But it's okay. I'm not saying that you don't need to answer it. Just in those situations, it's good also to show what the problems are. So everybody can think that their problems are also similar in other countries, or that's important.
In the market, and this is the US dollars average price in the market. As can you see, we have most productive lands.
Yeah, on Matthias, could have been more clear, the link between the issues with which you work in your province and the land, and the problems of land, mostly the problems of land administration.
Share with you today this presentation regarding the challenges in Argentina regarding development, especially in the context of sustainability new requirements. Since I'm not an expert.
Okay, that Clarissa showed, but I was still expecting that because I'm always trying to push in my country and other countries that I worked the improvement of land administration, and I'm always looking for who are the stakeholders that can be my partners, that can work with me. And when it is a governmental partner, it has its, let's say, its idiosyncrasies. But when you have a private partner, can be much better. So I'm always in Brazil, trying to talk to the banks, because I know that for the banks it's also very important to have good land registration, because sometimes somebody used a plot of land as collateral, and the bank is going to search for that plot of land and it doesn't exist. Or it has somebody else on top, or it's in the sea, as you said. So it's important for us that are working in the government to have people like you that are in another department of the government that push that one to improve what is their job. Because the people that are doing land administration, their job is to have a good cadastre map that everybody can use. So I missed that a little bit. But that's my want. It's not that your presentation wasn't good, but it's just, well, it would be nice to know a bit more about that, but that's still fine.
So in my presentation, I try to cover all the issues which are given in the details which we are supposed to do. I added my country information, I added the rural development information, land issue, and what issues.
Yeah, your presentation was, from India was very nice, very much focused on the issue. But maybe for us that are watching and seeing, maybe you could have given a bit less information and a bit more specific information in what we need. So at the end, I have a good feeling of how it is, but still I have quite a bit of doubts of, what are the real problems then? So just reflections, okay? As a professor, not critics or something like that. It's just for you to know how to improve, and mostly how to, surely you are doing it not in your own language, you are doing not to your culture, because people from your culture are used to think like that and to do things like that, but here are all other. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. Okay? I hope the next ones can also use that for tomorrow's presentations. And don't forget to come after, I'm going to go away. So maybe the best would be if you could come during lunchtime. the ones that will present tomorrow. And tomorrow are going to be 5. Today were 4 presentations, and we started earlier and still we were a bit short on time. So tomorrow we will have to be a bit more, so the role of the time controller has to be a bit stronger. You have to enforce, you go there and grab the microphone or do something like that. Otherwise we won't finish. So 5 presentations tomorrow and not 4 as today. Okay? Thank you very much again, and I will see you tomorrow. You have
we changed the regulation from like 3 years, then I started 2 years, then 1 year, then 2 months, maximum. So I spent 2 years. After the nation service, I went to University in England.
In establishing the boundaries for the native. And most of these boundaries are in the interior, and some are in the coast. In fact, only in Fiji were native, and the coastline areas were claimed by the British, the early settlers in Fiji.
I'm afraid I'm not so hearing so well, but I will try to explain as I know. Okay. There's a problem in Taiwan is that the Ministry of Agriculture, they don't want, there's a different thinking from one department to another department. So Ministry of Agriculture, they want farmland as small as possible, right?
The capital city in Nairobi, which is almost centrally located here. It's this lower part. And Mombasa is a port city in Lamu, then Kisumu. Now, our population is about 58 million now, based on the projection, and the land cover is
in Southeast Asia and consists of 2 main regions, which is Peninsular Malaysia and East of Malaysia, which is include Sabah and Sarawak. So Sabah and Sarawak is on the island of the Borneo, and we actually never the north part of region is neighboring with Thailand, and the south part is neighboring Indonesia.
And the center in South America, with countries neighbor is Brazil, Bolivia, and Argentina. Paraguay is divided for River Paraguay into regions. So it's a regions and comprise.
Would be in the room of the child. It has come in the out of history. It's a very crucial issue of the art of country, the like issue of the crisis of history. But in any other power, like the use of much of specialized, it's not real of which several acres with thousands of acres. So I'm
if the
So
government,
now we are recorded. We can start conversation.
we can continue.
In our country, more rich people want to go in your region in order to traveling and hunting and exploring and wild animals.
It's illegal. It's illegal. You can't hunt. No hunting for wild animals.
They're protected.
Very protected. You cannot, if you are found with any wild animal skin, you go to jail. The husks, the elephant, the rhino, it's illegal to hunt them. Top priority for the government.
But it's still hunting activity. Your country have a still hunting activity.
There is. They are still hunting activity because the elephant husks are very expensive. The black market. There's a lot of demand.
All the part of elephant.
Yes, if you are found hunting,
So that's why you live what o'clock last night.
Last night, what time?
You sleep what time?
2 p.m. 2 a.m.
Because you meet at 1 a.m.
1.5 a.m.
1 a.m. So you go back, you just sleep.
Yeah.
I slept in the morning, today morning.
In the morning you sleep?
Yes. Around 4:30. 4:30. I was watching the Man City Bournemouth game in UK.
Manchester City.
Manchester City and Bournemouth.
Son of Manchester City. Our very good player, yes. Son.
They drew and Arsenal won the title.
Yeah, it was draw.
This is good.
Without stress. Very loud test. Test of this product, test of this food, very loud. Test.
No, not that much tasty like apple.
Yeah.
This
Looks
one.
like no taste.
From your point of view, no taste.
If you compare to the other fruits, it is a low test.
No taste, but it's many water. Many water and juicy. Actually, this one, you must got some salt. You put in salt and then
Yeah, also butter as a grapes. Grapes also lots of butter.
Our country is called this is bell sheep. The fruit is like bell sheep. You know bell? Bell? Bell. Yeah, this fruit like looks like bell sheep because you are cut off half.
Here's a problem. This shape
Like a fish.
like pear.
Pear. Yeah, pear is big rather than this.